pelvic floor. Exhale, breath floats up and out. Hold here. Inhale, breath draws in and down. Hold here. Engage pelvic floor. Exhale, breath floats up and out. Hold here. Inhale, breath draws in and down. Hold here, engage pelvic floor, shoulders and jaw relaxed. Exhale, breath floats up and out. Hold here. Inhale, breath draws in and down. Hold here, engage pelvic floor, shoulders, jaw, face relaxed. Exhale, breath floats up and out. Stay empty as long as you feel comfortable. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and breathe naturally, releasing the mudra. And then opening your eyes now. Stretch your legs out in front of you, and we're going to recross the legs in the opposite directions. Shake out your legs, circle the feet around. And then recross opposite shin bone in the front. The next breathing practice is called even breath. And what we're going to do is try to make the inhale and the exhales the same length. And we're also going to incorporate a little bit of ujjayi breath, which means that you're going to create a little bit of resistance at the base of the throat. So it's going to feel like you're breathing in and out through the notch of the throat. As if I asked you to breathe like Darth Vader, that's the same feeling. Okay, so again, you can do Jnana Mudra. Palm facing up is Jnana Mudra, palm facing down is Chin Mudra. So the word chin comes from the word chit, and the word chit means consciousness. So we can try Chin Mudra. Jnana Mudra is Knowledge Mudra, whichever one feels best for you. Go ahead and let all the air out. A little bit of resistance at the base of the throat now. Start your Ujjayi breath. And don't worry about how long the breaths are for now. Just noticing the breath begin to deepen as you engage Ujjayi breath. Now on your next inhale, count how many beats it takes for you to inhale. And make the exhales the same number of beats. Continue just like that. On your next inhale, add one more beat to the length of the breath. On your next inhale, add one more beat to the length of the breath. And if you feel like the breath begins to strain, feel free to back down to the previous number of beats. You want to feel a gentle lengthening of the breath without any strain. On your next inhale, release the mudra. Just breathe naturally here. And then opening your eyes. Again, we're going to stretch out the legs and recross them the opposite direction. Stretch out your legs, circle the feet around, recross opposite shin bone in the front. The next breathing practice is alternate nostril breath. So we're going to take our right peace sign fingers, put them together and place them right on the forehead. This is option one. If you prefer, you can also fold your peace fingers down, so the index and middle fingers down, and just use the thumb to block off the right nostril and the ring finger to block off the left. So either like this, or two fingers on the forehead and then like this. Okay, so left hand can rest lightly on your left knee. Block off the right nostril. Let all the air out. Inhale through the left, raising the chin. Block off left, exhale right and lower. Inhale right and lift. Block off right, exhale left and lower. Feel free to breathe faster or slower than my cues here. Inhale through the left and lift. Block off left, exhale right and lower. Inhale right and lift. Lock off right, exhale left and lower. Notice which nostril is more open, which one's more closed. Inhale left and lift. Lock off left, exhale right and lower. Inhale right and lift. Lock off right, exhale left and lower. Block off the more open nostril, breathe through the less open nostril 4 rounds. And just breathing naturally here. On your next inhale, opening your eyes, stretch your legs forward, shake them out. The last breathing practice is called Brahmari. And Brahmari, the word Brahmari is a Sanskrit word for bee. And so with this breathing practice, we're actually going to hum on the exhale, okay? So it's going to sound something like this. Okay, so you want to feel like the breath is coming out through the nasal cavity, trying to reverberate the breath in the nasal cavity and to create that vibration in the mouth and in the nose. So if you want a more calming breath, then you can do a lower tone. If you feel like you need a little bit more energy, then you can do a higher tone. But regardless of what tone you do, there's still a calming effect on the nervous system because this breathing practice helps to stimulate the vagus nerve that runs from the brain through the throat into the organs. So you can do the same tone that I'm doing. If you want to do your own tone, that's perfectly fine as well, okay? Couple of mudras that you can incorporate. If you want more of a calming energy, you can take Prithvi mudra, which is thumb to the ring finger, and Prithvi means earth. Or you can just take your Dhyana mudra with your okay sign, palm facing up or palm facing down. Okay. Now, if you end faster or slower than my breath, feel free to just come back in. So just continue to loop your breath, and it doesn't matter if you're matched up with me. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let all the air out. Deep inhale. and then begin. Three more rounds. 'Kay, releasing the mudra, just breathing naturally here. And then opening your eyes now. Let's go ahead and set the pillows aside momentarily. And we're just gonna lay down in half Shavasana. So let's go ahead and lay down onto the floor. If you usually use a blanket under your head, you can put that under your head. If you feel like you don't need it, then you can just go ahead and set it aside. So go ahead and lay down. Hug your knees into your chest. Circle the knees around a few times first. Circling in one direction. And circling in the opposite direction. And then coming to half Shavasana now, bring your feet to the mat a little bit wider than the hips. Drop the knees together and then relax your arms alongside the body here. In this position, the whole spine is being supported by the ground. Just allow the full weight of the body to sink down into the ground. Allowing the hips to be heavy, the belly to be soft. The shoulders letting go. And allow the full weight of the head to rest against the ground. And with every exhale, allow the arms to get a little bit heavier. Now noticing the gentle movement of the diaphragm with every inhale and exhale. Notice how the diaphragm moves down on the inhale. And notice how the diaphragm moves up on the exhale. And just allowing as much freedom as you can in the diaphragm. Allowing the diaphragm to move however it needs to. And now noticing the throat and the vocal cords. The vocal cord area is considered another diaphragm. And it mimics the movement of your breathing diaphragm. Now with every inhale, allow the throat and the breathing diaphragm to move down. And on the exhale, the throat and the diaphragm move up. And again, just allowing as much freedom as the throat needs with every breath. Allow the throat and the breathing diaphragm to move freely. And on your next inhale, bring your feet together, knees open into a cobbler's position. So into a butterfly shape with the knees. And here, you're welcome to place your hands on your body. So keep the elbows on the floor. Left hand can come somewhere onto the ribs. The right hand can come somewhere on the belly. And just making sure the elbows are resting on the floor when you do this. The third and the last diaphragm is your pelvic floor. And the pelvic floor mimics the movement of your breathing diaphragm and the throat diaphragm. On your inhale, allow all three diaphragms to move down toward the feet. And On the exhale, allow all 3 diaphragms to move up toward the head. And again, giving the pelvic floor as much freedom as it needs to as you breathe. And all 3 diaphragms moving down on the inhale. All 3 diaphragms moving up on the exhale. Let's take one more cycle of breath here. And then bringing your knees together. Hug your knees back into your chest. And then circling the knees around a few times. So feel free to circle them together. If you want to massage a little bit lower in the spine where the SI joint is, feel free to circle the knees in different directions. Okay. All right, and then go ahead and roll to one side and come back up to seated position. So now we're going to take our pillows and set them up on the front half of your mat. Cool, so go ahead and set up either your blankets or your pillows, and you can stack them up just like that. Good, you can set up on the front half of your mat. Nice, yep. And then whenever you're ready, so yeah, so would you mind also bringing your blankets to the facing my side? Yeah, that way you guys will be facing the same direction. That's great, awesome. Okay, so what you're gonna do is have the blankets on the right side of the body to start and stretch your legs out to the left. Yeah, so you can stretch your legs out to the left side of your mat. Yes, great. So what you're gonna do is bring your right hip up toward your pillows or your blankets and scoot your hips back so they're in line with the back edge of your blankets. Great. Now bending your knees so your feet face away from the pillows or the blankets. Turn your chest to face the pillows and then lay your chest straight down onto the pillows or the blankets. And then turn your head to your left in the same direction that the knees are pointing. Now, if you need to, you can also place your towel under your head here. So that's optional. If you try that and it doesn't feel good in your neck, you can just move it aside. We're gonna stay here for about 4 to 5 minutes or so. So May, you can take off the blanket. Yeah, it's not so good for, oh yeah, oh no, that's good, that's good. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't see the, yeah, that's perfect. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And then pressing yourselves back up to seated position. Stretch your legs out to the side. And you're going to shake out your legs, circle the feet. Bend your knees now. Flex your feet up toward your shin bones. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, lay your belly on your thighs, hands to the floor. Inhale, slide the hands back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, slide forward, laying the belly on the thighs. Inhale, slide the hands back, lift and lengthen. Exhale as you slide forward. Continue, inhale, sliding back, lift and lengthen. Exhale as you slide forward. One more, inhale, sliding back, lift and lengthen. Exhale as you slide forward. Good. Inhale, coming back to center, and bring your legs over to the other side. So extend the legs to the right side of the mat, and scoot your hips back so that they're in line with the back side of the pillows or the blankets. Bend your knees again so your feet face away from the pillows, and your knees can be staggered here. And then turn your belly button to face the pillows, legs straight down. Chest is going to face down, head turns to the right. So feel free at any time to make any adjustments. You can find a more comfortable spot. Feel free to do so. And we'll stay here for another 4 to 5 minutes. Take 3 more breaths here. And then slowly pressing yourselves back up. Extend your legs out again and shake out your legs and circle the feet around. Okay. So now you're going to have a couple of options for your resting pose, your Shavasana. Go ahead and set aside your blankets or your pillows for now. First option is to lay in your traditional Shavasana, just laying flat on the floor. And second option is if you happen to have a wall nearby, you can do legs up the wall like this. Third option is if you have the edge of a couch, or you can grab your chairs, like those lawn chairs might work well. You can scoot up to the edge of the chair or the sofa and just put your legs up like this, okay? I think you guys can see me, right? So you can do like this, so this is option number 3. And go ahead and take whichever option feels good for you. Yeah, you can grab those. And then you can put them down the bottom half of your mat. Yeah, so that's great. That might be cool. That's great. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And if you are on the floor, if you normally use a little bit of a towel or blanket under your head, you can do that. Good. Nice. Good. Now we're going to take another 5 minutes or so here. Let's take 3 more breaths here. On your next inhale, stretch the arms above the head. And if you have space, you can stretch the legs down. And then bending your knees to one side. Good. Come back up to seated position. Nice. And then finding your sitting bones again. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And hands to heart center. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, bowing the head. Thank you all for your beautiful practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Great. Thanks, guys. It's chilly out there, huh? A little bit. I can see outside my window too. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hey, May.
Hi.
Great.
How are you?
Good. How about you? Wait, I'm going to stop the recording. Cool.
Okay.